Hi Virgo. Hi Virgo. This is Christelle Martinette and I'm here with the Moon Love reading for the month of August. I'll be starting with the Lenormand cards here. I'll pull a couple, then follow with a circle spread of the Casanova Tarot. And the Casanova Tarot tends to be the Casanova Tarot tends to be erotic, some of the cards. So if that's not your thing, just turn the video off now and don't flame me under my video. Then I'll follow up with the Vira Sibilla and cast the runes to crown the reading. Let's take a look. Virgo, let's take a look. Ooh, news coming in. News coming in. Well, look, we've got the Rider. We've got the birds. And we've got the scythe, okay, the harvesting scythe. And this tells me that news is coming in that will finally put an end to your anxiety and your worries. News is coming in that will finally make you calm and collected. Virgo, let's see what's in store here. What's going on? What else is going on? Let's see. For Virgo, what's going on for Virgo? What's going on for Virgo? See what's going on for Virgo. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, so what am I looking at? I'm looking at, let me show you this. I've got the, take these one at a time, the Six of Swords. You can see that the context of these cards is Venice, and you'll see most of the canals and famous buildings of Venice. Six of Swords, the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Coins, the Star, the Queen of Coins. That's you, Virgo, male or female. We've got the High Priest, the Hierophant, and we have the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Coins. All right, now, the Star is an Aquarius, all right? So you may have an Aquarius in your life, as well as the Hierophant is a Taurus. So you have a, one of these people is definitely in your life, if not both. They could be your partner or family members as well. What am I looking at? I'm looking at a month for you where, Virgo, you go into the month knowing that you're in the right place at the right time, and you're going in the right direction. You're on your soul's path. It's going well. Things are, you're just doing what you should be doing. And you have that sensation of appeasement. You have that sensation that love and spirituality are combined. They come together to bestow all of their gifts on you. You have this sensation that, like the law of attraction, you will manifest. You know that you have the power in August to be manifesting all things good and money, but also spiritual wealth, which also is love for me. I do have here also I did say appeasement. So Virgo, there is this sense of appeasement, but more than appeasement, it's as if the sensuous go hand in hand with the spiritual, and there is ecstasy here. There's literally, we've got ecstasy here. The high reaches of ecstasy. And usually if you've read around, if you could go around in internet and you read about the orgasms and spiritually speaking what the orgasm is, and you'll see that there is this notion that the word ecstasy comes over and over again. And I have to say, ecstasy is your key word this month. Ecstasy is is you are ecstasy. You will be feeling ecstasy. I'm going to take the Vita Sibilla around the spread of the tarot to get more info, to glean some more details. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we come into the month with this idea of knowing you're in the right place at the right time. But you know that it's finally, it is, finally happening. And you're so afraid that something is going to, the expression, what goes up must come down. You're almost afraid of being too happy, because then when you go up, 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 the only other thing that could happen is going down. You don't want that to happen. But this, in relation to a person of the heart, is so, so strong. You feel so, so in love and so bonded to this person that you say to yourself, that's never happened to me before. That's coming into the month towards the end of the first week here. Again, with the idea that I have to watch my back. I have to be careful of how happy I am, of how elated I am, because there's this form of this idea of being elated, and that is so characteristic of the combination of ecstasy and sensuous pleasure and love. And what I'm seeing is that you fear that in some moment in time may subside, and you're worried about that, and you become sort of sad looking back at times that it may have happened to you, and you don't want to make any mistakes. You just don't want to make any mistakes. And so you have to guard against the feeling of wanting to hide your feelings, of wanting to put them away and not showing them. You have to really guard against them, because it will keep you one step from reaching that ecstasy and elation that you're meant to feel this month of August. Now, we have, in terms of this Aquarius person, if you have the Aquarius person in your life, they're an excellent, how can I put it? They're an excellent influence on you, an excellent influence, because they help you understand things that you're seeing but you don't quite get. And they sort of almost take you by the hand. But in any case, this is, if you don't have an Aquarius in your life, it talks about a person who is a guide for you. They can guide you through the difficulties, the intricacies of not understanding what is happening in the month of August. Then we go into the right after the halfway mark of the month. I have here the idea that, again, this fear of probably the all things good leaving you, because it cannot be that it lasts more than a day, it lasts more than an hour, it lasts more than, and you sort of, I have to remind you that the law of attraction does bring to you what messages you send out. And if there's fear, fear begets fear. And so we don't want to have any of that. But I have here the movement of going toward a place that is otherworldly, that is non-binding. It is an expansive territory, and the possibility of an extreme celebration. This is into the third week, right in the third week. Then we're going into, the end of that third week. And here we've got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. There's the sensation that there's no other person on this life for me. And this is could possibly be the Taurus person in your life who will help you feel that way, or he will be telling you, if you feel this way for a person, remember it's not by chance, because it's usually reflexive. If you feel like that, you know what the other person is thinking. You know how they are feeling. It's not by chance, because there's a strong bond there. And this person here, the third week, towards the end of the third week, makes you understand that, and makes you understand the importance of fidelity, of being trustworthy, and I'm not talking about being faithful, but being trustworthy. And it doesn't have anything to do about cheating on somebody, but knowing that someone can count on you. Then we've got the last very tail end of the month is where the trouble almost comes in, because you are you do want to hide things. You do want to hide your truths and your emotions, and the cards are telling you, no, it's not time for that. We need to communicate, because there's the this is the 9 of coins here. This is the abundant end of the month. That's when you need more than ever to communicate. Let's take the runes and see what's in store for you. I'll cap the reading with this, crown the reading with this. All right, let's see what we have here. We've got difficulty in actually jumping into that sense of joy. We've got Wunyo, which is Merkstave. And Wunyo, in runes, the language of runes is joy and happiness, a positive outcome. But although it's Merkstave. So here, as I mentioned, you tend to fear that what goes up must come down. You're waiting for failure around each corner, which is going to destabilize you. It's going to work against you. So we have to be careful about that. There's Isa here. Isa is all about freezing down, cooling down a relationship, which you do try to do because of fear, because of screwing things up, fear of screwing things up. Then I have Awats, and Awats is a movement rune, is a journey rune. It talks about going forward, and going forward with this person or persons, because there are two people here, and you may be in a situation of making a decision. But here I'm seeing the forward move, and also in terms of those of you who are interested in changing your residence, changing the place where you live. There is that possibility that it occurs here. You start looking, and then there's a gradual development and steady progress with that. Then we have the rune of hail, hagalas, hail. It's limitations and delays, and this is also caused by your frame of mind, but in part it's about forces outside of your control, and telling you that the time is not ripe to make certain decisions. So then we have this lovely Aljits, and Aljits is all about protection. It's a protective rune. There's a fortunate new influence coming into your life in the month of August, and it will be under the guise, it may look like a friend that can be transformed as well. I do have Urus here, that is Merkstave. It's upside down, and this is literally telling you, it looks like horns, it's literally telling you to take that bull by the horns and move forward. Take your time, but then act. It does call for you to be determined, but it also calls for a sacrifice. And your reaction is let me take a step back and see what's happening. I have Ingvats here. Ingvats talks about a successful conclusion. Notwithstanding any fear that you might have, notwithstanding any boundaries that you put up, there is a successful conclusion in the story with that person, in that love story, in the development of that love story. We have beautiful Kinats. Kinats is open. There's fire, warmth, energy. There's an opening up. And the message here, Virgo, is this is when you can start something new. You have the power. Here we have Awats, which is another protective rune. So you can see the universe has your back. And Ingvats. Ingvats is the successful conclusion. Ingvats Ingvats does talk about a sigh of relief, finally, that something has come your way, and finally you're starting to feel like something is moving, even though there is the fear there, Virgo. I do hope that this was of help to you, Virgo. write your little bit of yourself underneath the videos. It's always nice to exchange stories. And come and join me the 22nd of August. I'll be channeling Singh, the Indian actor Singh, who died prematurely recently. And we'll be able to ask our questions there. So until we read together again, namaste, Virgo. Bye-bye.